Continuing with the last portion of the application, we'll continue from where we left off in the Member Details section, Income Information. Once completed, we'll move on to gathering more information in the Healthcare Coverage section and Employer Health Reimbursement section. With these last sections completed, we will have collected the final pieces of required information for submitting the application. Let's continue with the Adding Income section. In this section, we'll cover various details regarding Jim and Lisa Smith's income. Before we get started, read the guidance regarding multiple incomes and click Next. Starting with Jim Smith, because we previously indicated that he receives income from an employer, this income category has appeared on his income details page. Select Start next to the appropriate income category. In this case, we're selecting Job Income from Employer. You'll notice that the type of income has already been selected. Enter the employer's name. In this example, we'll enter the employer as the YMCA in the employer's name field. The employer identification number and address are not required, so we'll skip down to the income frequency field. Click the Income Frequency dropdown. Select the appropriate frequency for how often the applicant is paid by this employer. In this example, Jim Smith is paid every 2 weeks. Input the biweekly income before taxes. Document any other tips or additional income. Finally, indicate whether or not the applicant still receives that income. In this case, we are selecting Yes. Then, click Save. A screen displays the biweekly income according to the applicant's information. After clicking Next, the estimated yearly income displays. Confirm that the displayed amount is correct by clicking Yes. Click Next. After confirming the information for the first household member, the application will ask for you to do the same for all additional members of the household. In this example, we'll confirm the information for Lisa Smith. We'll select Yes and click Next. This brings us to the Healthcare Coverage section. In this section, we have the ability to list any existing coverage that they have. Let's dive into the 2 questions in this section. The applicant is prompted to answer if anyone in the household applying for benefits is already enrolled in healthcare coverage. In this example, we will select No, and whether anyone in the household has been offered healthcare coverage by their employer but has not yet enrolled. Again, we will select No. Click Next. Now we're in the employer's health reimbursement arrangement selection. This section asks applicants 2 primary questions centering around health reimbursement arrangements. From here, applicants will answer the 2 questions and continue to the conclusion of the application. Answer the questions asking if anyone in the household is already enrolled in or has been offered an individual coverage HRA or qualified small employer HRA. Again, in this example, we have selected No for both questions. Then click Next. We've reached the last portion of the process, the review and signature pages. In these 2 sections, we will review all the information we have entered throughout the application intake and then sign and submit the application. The application review screen displays and allows the user to make changes to any section before signing and submitting. After verifying that all of the information entered is correct, click Next. Review the Terms of Agreement Statement of Understanding and select I agree. Next, review the Failure to Reconcile Statement of Understanding and select I agree. For the question, I agree to allow Connect to use my income data, including information from tax returns, for the next 5 years. Select I agree. Next, acknowledge the statement that expresses that if anyone on the application is enrolled in both Connect coverage and have qualifying health coverage at the same time, their coverage with Connect will be discontinued and will be obligated to pay the full cost. After reading the full statement, select I agree. The next question asks if there is anyone living in the home who are employees of either the Department for Community-Based Services or the Department of Medicaid Services. Answer with either a yes or a no. In this example, we have selected No. Finally, the applicant will electronically sign the application. Begin by entering their first name and their middle initial. If they don't have a middle name, check the box indicating as such. Then enter their last name. They will be asked if they would like to register to vote. Select Yes or No. And with that, the application is now complete. Click Submit Benefits Application. The application may take a few moments to load. The eligibility results screen displays the results from the application. Click the Next Steps button at the bottom of the page. From this screen, you can download a copy of the application, apply for other programs, and navigate back to the Enrollment Manager if needed. Select Go to Dashboard. This brings us to a conclusion for this video. Please continue to the next video to refresh yourself on the process for enrolling in healthcare plans.